Unajua naweza kuangalia hata akiangalia hivi ni sawa. Picha nikichukua ni yangu tu. Unajua naweza kuangalia hata akiangalia hivi ni sawa. Nikichukua ni yangu tu. Unajua naweza kuangalia hata akiangalia hivi ni sawa. Picha nikichukua ni yangu tu.
Okay, welcome guys. Today is the second time we're doing live. Na ngoja tu watu wa login. So we are trying to log in. Joseph Waziri, mute yourself. Ndio tuanze kazi mbio. Okay, welcome guys. Today is the second time we're doing live.
Where is it? Madam.
Damn, it is so good.
So I'm live on YouTube, I'm live on Facebook, I'm also live on Zoom. So don't miss chance to watch either. Just do setup.
This is scary. But at least akitoa anakaa na tani. Unajua atasahau. Na unaona ukimsimamisha badala yake kibona anasimama.
Ako sawa, babe.
Nia, you need to be on your tummy. Oh, yeah.
Ako sawa, babe.
Nia, you need to be on your tummy.
Okay, so we are starting live. We are starting live right now. As usual, we normally start by checking if there is any news that might affect the market volatility. So we go straight away to our news feed to know if there is anything that will affect them. Okay, so let's check what is affecting the market currently. So we see if there is anything that might be affecting the market right now. We go straight to Exim global calendar. So we go to Exim global calendar. We see if there is anything that affects the market today. Okay, the calendar for today as of now 3:35. We have since morning. Did you have any major news? No major news. No major news. We go down. No major news. Actually, today is Wednesday, Thursday. So we go down to Thursday. This is Wednesday. We go down to Thursday. Yeah, Thursday. Here it is. So since morning, no major news. No major news. No major news. Let's continue down. Yeah. We had at 2:45, we had a rate decision. That is ECB rate decision. ECB is for European Central Bank. So we add depository facility, which remained constant at negative 5 points. That is negative 50%. And then lending facility, that is the interest rates, remain at 0.25. So this was just as predicted and also as previous. I mean, the interest rate at 0.00% as it was predicted. This is a predicted price and these are actual price. So everything here, it's as it was. So we go to core CPI that was released just a few minutes ago, 7 minutes ago. It came up positive, but you look at the previous data, it was a 0.9, and the current is 0.7, but the predicted was 0.4, which means they predicted a lower print, but it came up better than expected. But overall, it's a negative effect, because from the previous one is 0.9. So if it was a growth, we could have got maybe something like 0.10 or 0.95 or something. But now this one for me represent a negative result. But being a CPI, of course, we'll say it's a positive one. The fact that it has grown from what the analysts were predicting. So if you can read down here, you understand what CPI measures. So it's more of a measure of inflation. So it's good to understand that one. So we can say there are no major news apart from now the initial jobless claims, they came up negative. These are very important, at least to they normally predict exactly the job that has been added in a week, in a month. It's more of a NFP, mini NFP, but this one only measures the jobless claims, the people who have filed for joblessness in the states. So like they have increased, they have increased as compared to the previous. The previous, the predicted was 370K, which is lower print, but now it has increased. So different between initial jobless claims and non-farm payroll. It's jobless claim. These are people who will file for for jobless. When you are retrenched or maybe umefutwa kazi in place like states, you normally file for for joblessness. So definitely the print is higher, 376 as compared to the previous 370, but better than the previous one. Okay, what am I saying? It's better than the previous one, which was 4 or 5, but lower than expected, which means it's a positive progress for me. So I'll not treat this one as negative data, but I'll treat it as a positive growth in the jobless claims. So this shows the number of joblessness is decreasing a little bit. So you can check even from the chart and you'll see something like that. The curve is kind of, let's see whether we have the curve. Yeah, the curve, since this is a time of Corona, you can see it went all the way up to almost 7K, up to 6 point something, 6.6K, and it has been reducing. So for me, the economy in states is doing better than expected. It's doing better than expected. So, yeah. Oh, I need to share some links somewhere. Live on YouTube. Need also to share. From just a minute. There's some guys I have to share my link from link from here. Just a minute, guys. I'm trying to. Share the link. There's some people not yet logged in and they asked me where the link is. So I gotta have to share to them. The link. Let me share the link. Oh yeah, it is. So the invite link I'm gonna have to share with some guys. Over here. So we go straight to trading. So I was trying to do some small analysis on the news, economic activities that we may encounter today. And of course, we have seen most of them have already occurred. So why I like to trade actually past this time, it's because most of our market structures are completed during New York session. So during New York trading session, most of structures will be completed that time. So don't expect New York to to give you that much you can rely on. But yeah, during this time you get so much structures being completed. So that's why I normally like to trade during this hour of the day. So we go straight to an account and start to analyze. So definitely today I will be doing euro. I'll be doing euro. I'll also be doing Audi, New Zealand dollar. I'll do quite of a number of pairs. So I'll also try to check from the previous, that is yesterday, how we performed and how things were. So in that case, we go straight to our MT4. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so we first start with our analysis of yesterday trades. For those who are already logged in, if you look at the yesterday trades account history, so I love to history. I love to pull the data, save as detailed report. I love to pull the data so that we can have a discussion from there. Save as detailed report. So new share, let me share these. Okay, so if we look at yesterday trading, if you look at what happened yesterday, we started our account. Yesterday around 148. We're trying to test a Kenyan broker. So we did some quite number of trades. We started with this GU, which gave us a profit of 52. We came to another USD card. I analyzed it and we said once it breaks that point of 1.208, we'll be buying. It gave us some $37. This is also part of USD card. Gold we have been selling, of course, we sold it, and from our selling, it gave us some profits zikifuatana. We also had another GU. These were just scalping orders. The only loss we had is this one over here. The gold that we had for buy stop, this was a buy stop. Actually, I closed it immediately the moment I saw it hit exactly 1897. Once it hit 1897, it just retraced downwards. So this entry was too soon. That's why I had to close it with a loss. So in general, the profit was around 246 USDs. 246 USDs from that trading. From that trading, and you can see the curve, the way it looks like. Don't worry, ukiona inakaa somehow EV down. This withdraw from there. I made some few withdraw. This is another withdraw. So withdraw is always should be your friend. So once it hit around $429, I made a withdraw to 315. Again, it hits around 370. I made another withdraw again back to 315 because I wanted to start today at least at $300. Yeah, and we can go from there. So when you go to deeper analysis, you can see clear all. You can see our drawdown, maximum drawdown for our account was at 21.6. That is 8%. So you can see we did a total of 26 trades, that is buy and sales, and we had short positions 21, so only 5 for buys, and all short position we won. Buy positions, buy long positions we had 5, and we won 60%. You know, so for short we won all 100%. So this is actually deep analysis for yesterday live trading. So we had 8 consecutive wins over here. We had 8 consecutive wins and 1 loss. So the loss was the one for gold, and the wins brought us around $249. So right away, I know no one is interested to analyze that, but it's very important to know whether you are progressing or not. So right away to the chart, tuanze kuanalyze before we miss entries. So we go straight to analysis before we miss entries. Okay. Yes, hapo tuko sasa. So right away, guys, I want to start with the GU. We don't have time. We don't have much time. Right now, it's time for entries. Kuingiza entry, kuweka eka haraka. We scalp, we look for this money. So let's start with GU. Of course, when we go to GU, I like to start with 4 hours before everything. 4 hours, and first thing I do, it's naked trading. I look at the naked eyes and see what the traders are doing. So what are traders doing in the last 4 hours since the session began? So the traders have been shorting euro. You can see clearly they have been shorting euro for the last almost 24 hours. Not euro, I mean GU. First, why are they shorting GU? There is a quite number of bad news coming up from Europe, and that's a Brexit thing. Currently, there is a backlash between the European countries and Britain, that is the UK, regarding the Irish border. Actually, it is it has been since morning. Let me just check for you whether still it's going on. Let me check something over here. Guys, I have so many charts open. Yeah. I think I closed some important information. Yeah. Okay, so this kind of economic activity, economic news, it's completely affecting the performance of euro and performance of pound, and mostly pound. Actually, pound is being affected completely by this backlash. So I want to look clearly on it. Just a minute to confirm. Let's see. I will also check on ECB what they are saying, but before that, we have to confirm. What is happening in UK. There is something I saw somewhere happening in UK. It might take some time to get it, but it is there. You can check online. It's there, by the way. So you'll get the information. There is the backlash between UK and Euro on the Irish border. That one has been pushing the GU downward. Actually, GU has been completely going down since yesterday regarding the same. They have never reached an agreement on that backlash problem. So, in our opinion here, we are waiting to sell GU. Why we are selling GU? We want GU to retest yesterday's where we did an entry, just a confirmation. So for early entry, you can sell right now, but for late entry, you can wait for 1.415. Yesterday, we ended and just hit targets. We have another chance in gold, here. Let's see, I've seen a chance in gold here. Gold, here it is. So the reaction is coming from the market. Actually, I think it's because of the news that just happened on the CPI, because it came up as negative, but progressively the jobless claims, I mean, they came in negatively, so they're affecting the performance of USD. So this is giving us actually a good entry for sale of gold. So for now, I think I can get a small entry in gold. So let me go to 15 minutes time frame. 15 minutes frame, you can see clearly it exits a very strong resistance there, which has failed to be broken. So if I come here, I can put a small order, a small entry for gold. Let me put a small entry for gold. I don't want to put big. There we are. So I have one small entry for gold. When I come again to GU, it's also, let's say whether it has broken our entry, our key resistance that we had in 4 hours. And then in 4 hours here we are. This is a very key resistance. Why am I saying is a key resistance? You can see clearly from here. Whenever it rejects there, it goes down. You see, another rejection, and even when it breaks, the move does not last long. It again broke here, never lasts long. Again broke at this point, never lasts long. So this becomes a very strong key area for us. But because I'm always a risk taker and I have enough margin today, so I do another small entry because it's not yet confirmed. I do a very small entry on GU. There we are. So let's see, we have some news on Euro. How did the news affect the Euro? These were the news. Let's see. Let's see the news, how they affected the Euro. These were ECB. This movement you see here was the ECB interest rate decision. So I can confirm what this guy said, the ECB president. So they have lowered inflation forecast for 2021. The inflation forecast for 2021 is at 1.9%. Prior was 1.5. So for the 2022, they have lowered from 1.5. Actually, they are retained it constantly. And for 2023, they have lowered from 1.5 to 1.4. So seemingly that like these guys think the economy is not gonna do good. Let's start with the growth. The GDP growth. In 2021, the growth at GDP is 4.6%. 2022 forecast is as 4.7%, and 2023 as 2.1%. So it seems the growth forecast on ECB growth forecast is the focus is coming down and down. So like we're expecting the euro to behave, the euro to fall in a way. So let me show you what guys I'm talking about. Let me share this so you can understand what I mean. So this website is called Daily FX, real-time news. They give you real-time forecast of the news of what is happening. So let's see at the growth forecast. You can see the growth forecast has changed. For 2021 GDP at 4.6, 2022 4.7, 2023 4.1. So like they having the growth is they don't have a constant growth, and it's like inapungua kidogo. So the other one is core CPI at 3.9, maybe the bigger surprise here. USD initially spiked, now buyers coming in. Okay, this was 21 minutes ago. The way we said CPI was, it shows negative, but in reality is a positive one. So probably what is happening right now, it's more of a small manipulation. But because of this growth forecast, we cannot ignore this. So we'll be looking for at a sell in euro at the same time based on this. Remember, what I'm doing is just intraday analysis. So don't bother to hold long term unless you know exactly what you're doing. So let me share my screen on this one. Remember, we are also testing a local broker. So we need to go to our euro. Here it is. And then see what we have here. So in euro, let me put 4-hour chart. first I remove these. First I remove these and let me put 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart always gives us a better presentation of the market. So here we don't see anything. When you go to daily time frame, you can see this pair kind of spiked, has been spiking on upward. It's on upward movement. You can see clearly it went up, down, up. So this is a leg that is going up. But how can you confirm whether that leg is complete or not? Let's try on Fibonacci. I like Fibonacci to confirm such. Just a minute. I have a call over here. Hello? No, I'm not in the car. Hello? Oh, just a minute, guys. I'm coming. I think I overpacked my place. Mbaya. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I blocked somebody on the parking. Sorry for that. I'm back. So yeah, we are doing a analysis here on a euro. This is on a daily analysis. So we said we use a Fibonacci to confirm if we still need to continue selling or buying. Actually, this I think I did it yesterday. So you can see euro bounced off from a very important key area, which is that 8.2. Okay, so this bounce off, it came up to 23.6 here, which also represent this push up, and it's also a resistance that turns out to be a support at this point. So clearly we have a high opportunity for euro to on long term to go up to retest this point of 2300. 2300. So clearly we have a signal for a buy on euro. We have a clear signal for a buy on euro, but as it is right now, I will not buy on it anyway, because it's trading post news, which is usually a bit of manipulation or something like that. So what will happen in this case, you can see where it is. It's a very strong, also resistant. It's inside a Fibonacci that 8.2 retracement. So this one never ever ignore it, because this, once it's broken, it will confirm confirm our structure upward. Yesterday it failed. If you check clearly, yesterday it failed. Check clearly, Hapa. Yesterday it failed to go up. That closed with a candle. This an hammer. It closed with an hammer candle. An hammer candle usually looks like this. The body is shorter than the tail. So the open and close. These are open. okay, these are the close in this case. This is the open, okay, and this is the wing or the body. So clearly it closed with this indication of a strong. Okay, how you can interpret this candle? The buyers came in, they pushed the market up like this. They pushed the market up, but the sellers overwhelmed them, and that's exactly why the market went again back to here and closed with that an hammer. So this hammer might indicate a clean sell in this particular trade. So let's clear. So with this candle pattern we have here, it's a clear hammer. So this second candle over here, so we are looking for an opportunity to, to sell it or continue it. Another candle pattern like that one is here, happened almost the same place. You can see clearly it is the same candle, which is an hammer. So once it came in, the market went down. For how many days? You can just confirm from here. It went down for like since there, it went down for 24 days. 24 days. So it's a clean hammer. So we don't know why this candle is moving up. Of course, might be news manipulation or something like that sort. So once it does with manipulations by 5 p.m. Normally I check at 5 p.m. 5 p.m. is where when in case of manipulation or something, it's all is the time we finish up. I mean, the time we make a conclusion on that. So let's try New Zealand dollar USD. I had an order with this. I think it hit my stop loss. I don't know. Let me check. It should be hitting my stop loss. This one. It should be hitting my stop loss. Where is it? It has not hit my stop loss. Stop loss. Oh, not it. Not it. Stop loss. Stop loss. Not it. So now this one, I can edit the stop loss by day because there is no need of putting such near stop loss, at least a stop loss of 350 pips, because it's already running on a 30 pips negative. That brings me to 650 points, which is 65 pips. It's now 65 pips is enough. So if I edit that stop loss, I think that one would be good. So should I be keeping on holding this order when it's already running on negative? That one I can confirm from here. Let's do New Zealand dollar and we confirm whether we still need to hold it or not. So clearly, New Zealand dollar during this time operate the same way Euro operates. So it's positively correlated with Euro, in another word. So we have this clean movement that happened. Which day was this? I think this was yesterday. This clean movement that happened yesterday. It moved down from here all the way mpaka hapo. Then it came and stalled over here. So for those who want to enter, it is the right time to sell, because it has to respect again this movement. For this, we usually have something called confirmation in the market. So this move goes up, there is always another up movement for confirmation. So once this happens, this is what we call confirmation. So these are clear confirmation. We are waiting for a clean bearish move, because if on one candle it fails to break, obviously that's a clear confirmation. So I said I need to short Euro. Why did I forget to short Euro? So now I'm doing very, very little, loads, because I don't want to expose. And second thing, I don't want to overdo the next 1 hour, which will be very important and crucial for the movements of these pairs. So for gold, we started with 0.05. If it fails to break the high of today, which is 92.88. So I think the high of tomorrow. The high of yesterday. Sorry, the high of yesterday was let me put on a daily. Yesterday, gold made the high of yesterday was the high was 18.98. So for gold, our stop loss should be at 18.99, somewhere there. So if it breaks above 18.99, then we'll be trading higher, because it has broken the high of the today. So for gold purpose, we'll have to have a strong stop loss around this area. Let me put a stop loss there. That is 1890 something. So let me where is gold here? Gold, yeah, here. So the stop loss for gold, I should put the stop loss for gold, I should put it as 99 here. I have no issue losing that, 99 there. So that should be the stop loss. Take profits should be at least the low of the week. The low of the week has been around here, which is it's a low of the week. Today is day 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, low of the week. It's at the low of the week actually was today, which is 1881. So I should put somewhere there 1881. If it breaks, we'll have to put another entry. So I should take the profit at 1881, the low of the week. That's how I normally do it. There, 1881, low of the week. So we can have there. So for purpose of maybe balancing the pair, and you confirm your equity. If this gold goes against you with maybe the next 100 pips, will you still be surviving? That will be around $50. If it goes against me to stop loss, I'll lose around $50. So if I lose $50 here, I will still have an equity of 200. I will have a balance of 266 and equity of around 200. So I still can short more gold if I want to. But for now, I just leave it. I wait at 4:30. If it will not have played this structure, I will have to add more sell from it. But for now, it's just to watch it and leave it the way it is. So generally, we have to analyze Euro GBP. Euro GBP is a good entry for a buy, especially when GU it's downplaying. So if you look clearly, there is a very big drop over here, and this drop, what has caused this drop is the rise in GU from Apple up to Hapa. When GU may rise, but clearly this pair it's on a strong buy. The reason why I'm saying that is because investors already entered in a massive sell on GU. As from this week, actually, GU has been selling throughout. So in this case, without much thought, we have to wait for the completion of this movement. But if you want to enter early, always have the smaller time frame and confirm whether you have something sensible out of it. So let's confirm on a smaller time frame, which is 15. I like to use 15 minutes time frame. So this pair has a potential still of coming down up to around there. So our entry should be around that place, which is 0.86056. But I don't care, entering earlier. It's just a difference of around 5 pips. So this one I can do a small entry, just small entry. Okay, there is another pair I would like to check, which is oil. USD card. USD card. Let's say USD card. Actually, this one, even by look at the way it is, in a car too bullish. Let's draw a trend line to see whether there is any connection before we rule out. Let's see what we have seen over here. Yeah, guys, you can see something there. This point has been hit several times. This point has been hit several times. It has been hit there. 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 And whenever it breaks, it just comes down and bounces heavily. So this movement, will be downplayed over here. So what are we supposed to do? Let's just wait for it to break 21. Actually, it has broken. There we are. It is just about to break and we buy. It is just about to break. So I can always buy small as I wait. Actually, it's just about to be broken as I was trying to draw. It is just about to be broken. So I can just buy small lots. Yeah, it is there. It is just downplaying the yesterday movement. Market is usually repetitive. Right? It repeats exactly what I did. Non hapa hivi, ili break that point, they made a V, which was very big V. The leg up was very high. The same way hapa, the leg up was very high. So chances is to bounce back, but with the current history, there is no bouncing back at that point. You see, there was no bouncing back. So here, we're expecting to continue upward, and this will have to come maybe retest this point. So our take profit will be around there. So in this case, I have to set a take profit on this one at this point, hapa, that is 1.221350 somewhere there. And then maybe stop loss, I should set stop loss there at the triple bottoms up. Let me put a line to clearly separate the stop losses and the targets. So the target should be hapa, which is there. So let me do it right now for USD card. USD card, that should be around 550. Should be around 35 pips. Yeah, 40 pips. 40 pips. Yes, 40 pips. So the stop loss is again 40 pips. 40 pips. So it's a 1-1 risk reward ratio. So that we put it as 1-1 risk reward ratio. I always like to put the stop loss a little bit lower, just in case of manipulation. We are still okay. So guys, these how things are currently. These how things are. Yeah. We also need to perform stop losses and targets on Euro GBP. So let's see Euro GBP. Euro GBP, man, up Euro GBP. And we need to get the targets for this one. So we said for better entry, it's good we wait for it. Hit this line, which I drew over here, which is 0.86. But me, I ended earlier anyway. So the stop loss can be better placed around this area, because after that it comes again and hit this area. So this, you see, it's not big difference. It's like around how many pips? It's around 17 pips. So in this case, I will just do 30 pips just to protect account. So I'll do a stop loss of 30 pips, a stop loss of 30 pips, and take profits. I can set it around the top of these, which is around here. Retest of this point, which is 86, 360, around 360. So let's do the take profit. That's 360. It's also around 35 pips. 360, no, it's 30 pips. Yeah, it's just around there, around that point. So there we are. Yeah. So you can manually adjust. You think it's a little bit high, so you adjust up to there. So if this one gives us profit, oh no, I've not used it before. Okay. So if this one gives us profit or loss, we get a profit of around $10. Profit of around $10. $10. There we are, and a loss of around. Let's see the loss. The loss part is here. The loss of around $14. I think should be equal 10-10. 1:1. There is no way risk reward can be you get a bigger loss than bigger profit. That's bad. Now I love to increase the profit to match with the loss. So let me do it manually. Increase up to 12, up to 12. Apple. So at least everything is 1-to-1. So there we are. The orders are still running. The Audi and New Zealand orders, I opened them yesterday at around, I think I even opened without analyzing them. I see, yeah, around 23.13. So they are the current orders which are contributing to bigger drawdown, and the current order contributing to bigger drawdown is gold. So this is the same account we were doing yesterday. We already made a profit of around 246. Yeah, it's almost doubling the account, but we of course made some withdrawal from it. So clearly, not only we should be trading currency, we can also try to see whether this broker, he said we are testing a Kenyan broker, can offer different symbols. Let's see what they can offer. Futures, in futures they have what? No. Indices, let me see. No. Equities, it's hard to scalp equities. Let's see another thing they have. It's oil. Yeah, it is. So I like to trade US oil. Let me add US oil. Oh, they have two types of oil. Let me see. US oil, yeah, WTI. WTI, it's my favorite anyway. It's the same US oil. And then we have I'm looking for other things. They don't have any other things. Let's see what they have here. No. Okay, so our order here as we speak, actually it has hit the entry. Now this was the correct entry point for our order. That is the Euro GBP. So now we can now add our order without fear, because now it has reached the point 0.86056. That was our entry point actually. It has reached our entry point without any issue. So if I add an order there, I will not have done a mistake. I will not have done any crime. So in this case, I add more. So that one I have an issue. I have no issue at all because it has reached my entry point. So since it has reached my entry point, now I can increase my entry in that case. So we are still checking on oil. We see if we got anything on oil. So let's see what we have on oil. Yeah, oil has been growing, has been gaining. What could have contributed to all these gains in oil? Okay, I think the reason why oil has been gaining, I don't understand. Yeah. I think OPEC they had a meeting, and one of the prospects for world oil, they saw like a demand for oil recovering or strengthening in the quarter two. Quarter two is this from now we're in quarter two from June up to December. So the demand, they say demand for oil is increasing in quarter two. So they also leaves the growth for 2021 in oil supply, unchanged, but they see supply raising in 2021 to cover the demand. So generally, those are positive news in the oil. So for now, you'll be only looking for entry to buy in oil. But where it stands right now, I don't see anything interesting in the oil to buy. I don't see completely anything interesting in the oil sector to buy. Completely, I don't see anything interesting. So guys, you can keep on asking questions down there. Nisikuwe naongea sana na maybe somebody is not understanding. You can ask a question down there, and I will answer. I will answer the question. If you have a question, just ask down there. Let me unmute everybody for purpose of allow participant to unmute. So you can unmute yourself and ask a question if you need. Those on live on YouTube, you can ask down there. There is a discussion. There is a discussion. What do you call it? There is a discussion session. You can just write down there and ask. Those live on Facebook, you can always ask from the comment section. but we are doing everything entirely from the Zoom. So you can ask what you want to ask there. Yeah, meanwhile, the market is still moving and we still have our entries in order. So if you have a question, please don't fail to ask as we go on. And yeah, I will answer you. So I've unmute guys on Zoom. So if you're on Zoom, you can ask me a question. Eh? The Zoom guys, you can ask a question. Yeah, I see some chat over here. Hi Albert, I can see you are just using zones, either support or resistance. My question is, how do you know when the support resistance level will hold or break? Oh, okay. Duncan, for intraday, by the way, there is nothing big to consider. The zones are very important when you are doing intraday trading because these zones, most of them, they represent the investor's behavior. Most of them, just a minute. Kidogo in our presentation. So these zones, most of them, they represent a decision points. So I'm not clearly entirely using just zones peke yake. You can see sometimes when I need to confirm something, I'm using Fibonacci on a longer time frame just to confirm. So this market is simple. Actually, the answer for your question, Duncan, market is very simple, extremely simple. You should not even have stress in analyzing this market completely, because when you use these support resistance zones, obviously they are very important, but I've not clearly indicated they are support resistance zones. They are just behavior zones. Let me call them behavior zones, whereby the sellers and the buyers are kind of, rejection, where the market is being rejected or where the market is being, actioned upon. It is more of a behavior trading. Understand? So see entirely support and resistances. You understand? So let me see. There is something I'm seeing over here. Okay. This is also a potential play out for this pair, actually. These are potential play out for this pair. It can come down up to there. So there is also a potential play out up to that point. So this makes a clean channel anyway. Oh, no. Makes a clean channel. It's a clean channel over here. There is a clean channel over here. Yeah. There is a clean channel over here. If you zoom clearly, this makes something like a flag. There will be a flag, something like a flag. If this comes down and hits this point, it will make something like a flag actually. So if that happens, it will be a very clean bullish flag. So have I really? Oh yeah. I was trying to answer Duncan. It's more of a behavior trading. It's more of a behavior. How the traders are thinking versus how the market is corresponding. Actually, during New York session, just observe the market. Don't need to, not New York, sorry, London session, observe the market. No need of wasting much time trading during London session, because most of London traders, in this case, for the example, in this pair, let's just take a good example. They were buying. Look, they were buying. Okay, so if you enter right now, you are expecting to buy and continue the movement. But see what is happening? It's going down. It's going down. This one, it's trying to complete a pattern. You see, it's trying to complete this pattern. You understand this pattern? So that you can make another turn and continue with this buy. So you find the London session will trap you. This London session. The London session will trap you. Okay, it looks a little bit dirty. The London session will trap you completely, and once it traps you, hapa ndo itakutrapia hapa. The reversal hapa itafanyika in this pair, and it will go up. This pair, it will go up, completely go up. No, it will completely go up because already you have been trapped. You see, this one, these are trapped, but now the pattern completed here. Around this zone is a completion of the pattern. That's why I normally say New York session is a completion of pattern. It is more of a behavior trading. If you go again to to GU. Let's kwanza see how our orders are doing before we go to GU. I don't know whether they are running on profit or running on losses. Oh yeah. Here we are. We are still our profit is still reducing. Oh, our euro USD sell is increasing. So already we are plus some few points. Let me put profit in points, in point format. Let's put in points. Oh, we are already 13 pips, 21 pips down. So if we are 21 pips down, we can now set our stop loss at 50 pips, 50 pips, 50 pips. I can set it at 50 pips, target 50 pips. That's 1-1. I normally like to set 1-1. 1-1. Yeah, let's put 1-1. There we are. We also see our card pair is going. Actually, guys, everything now that we have analyzed right now, it's yielding except Euro GBP. But I understand why Euro GBP is not yielding, because the Euro is going down. So it is responding to Euro. So this one creates something we call disparity, which this disparity mostly is used in auto trading. The disparity, that is disparity between the Euro GBP and Euro USD. So you can make this pair to kupanda. So do not worry about how it's dropping anyway. It's trying to create some disparity, because in reality, the Euro GBP should be going up when GU going down. No. This one is going down, this one should be going up. But in reality, it's responding to the Euro. It's responding to the Euro movement, because the Euro is the current weakest as we speak. So let's not care much about it. So this disparity, once it's created, it will give us an opportunity to either sell or buy massively this pair. But now the best thing, we have our stop loss set and ready, so nothing to worry about. So you see here, we already have 30 pips for that. Those who want to exit and who took the order, you can take those 30 pips and keep them. It's good. It's good money. You can keep. Actually, it's still increasing. Wow. This is another, our USD card order. Wow. These things are good. Things are good. We are already in positive. So yeah, we can still continue hold. We can still add more orders. Yeah, you can check if you have enough margin. Like for me, my margin level, I don't want to drop below 200%. So in that case, I can see which pair to add, which order to add, or which one not to add. But for now, I just leave everything to run. So yeah, that's it. We just left everything. Okay, so mtu akona question, you can ask. You see now our pattern has been completed. See the pattern that we had, the channel that I drawn here. So it has been completed. So since it has been completed exactly at 4:30, you can see, guys, clearly we'll expect a retracement to the up in this pair without negotiation, unless there is any news that can affect, which I don't think. So our pattern has been completed. So if this one breaks downward, meaning if it breaks downward, it has to come down to our stop loss. But the way it is, seems no breaking downward. So yeah, there we are. So we also have to check our account, how it's faring. Let me check control. There is one order I need to analyze, that is Euro Japanese yen. I missed this one. How did I miss this one? Euro Japanese yen, and it's in my pipeline. Oh. How did I miss this one? Euro Japanese yen. Euro Japanese yen is my pipeline since yesterday. We just missed some few 30 pips movement in this pair, but it's okay. When you miss, there is always another chance. So our gold, guy, it's going down. Our gold, let's go down to our gold and see where is our gold here. Our gold now, it's leading with some 8 pips. Our gold is there, so we can convert this to currency for people to understand. Some people don't know how to convert these things faster. So let's put them to deposit currency. Yeah, so you can see it's currently euro leading with $9, CAD gold at $4. Yeah, so I need to analyze on these euro JPY and see if we got something. Yesterday we said euro JPY actually was on a high, on a strong buy move, but when you go to, there was a structure I saw yesterday. Was it on daily time frame? There was a structure I saw yesterday. Oh, yeah. There is a big candle being formed here. This candle over here, if it gets, this one gets engulfing, if it's engulfed this candle completely, this move up, it looks a bit dirty. Let me put it again. If this one closes below, it forms something like this, actually we'll have a very big drop. We will have a very big drop in this pair. So for now, I think the best way is just to watch it, But I like to do early entry, small lot, very small. Early entry, I do small lot, very small lot, 0.03, you can sell. So we can see, guys, already we are moving in profit territory. Do not be, amazed by these small profits. Just let the market, as long as you analyze well, just let the market reward you or not reward you. So, where are we going again? Let's hide this one. We don't need to see this. Okay, so our gold response was very, very nice. That was a clear manipulation with the news. As I told you guys, how the news are analyzed. You should not just bother what is happening, the movements. We always have the zile movements that wash out. Like now this movement, how it moves. You see, it went even down to 1872. I didn't see this. It went down to 1872. This was so beautiful, and this was the manipulation point. So this response, as I say, market has to repeat. So this point has been repeated again, guys, and this point has been repeated here. So it's the time to confirm. This is a confirmation now. This point and this point, market has to repeat itself. So has to repeat, to confirm. So this one for me confirms my sale. So my other profits were all taken on a bigger account. Wow, that's better. Okay, so let's see what is happening on USD card. Let's see what's happening on USD card. USD card, where is USD card? USD card, here it is. Should be going up. There we are. USD card, we can see clearly. I said, for those who are there during that time, nilisema if it breaks this point, if it breaks this, you see this line, when you got to analyze, let me clear. Nilisema behavior, market's all about behavior. Yesterday, when it came down to this point, EV, it can break this line, which is a strong diagonal resistance. It's a strong diagonal resistance. It behaved by responding ikienda juu bila kuteremka. The same way it just did today, the same thing, and it went up. But yesterday we can say it was news. So today it's the behavior of the investors. They are trying to repeat. So if you have a nice chance to sell gold, you can sell without fear, by the way. For now, it's just to let the market behave the way it will behave. So we said gold, we'll have to add a small sell on gold, very small sell on gold. Let me add a very small sell on gold, just in case I add that one. And also I said I add another sell on euro. I add another sell on euro. Now this one I'm gonna go bigger. My margin is becoming low, so I should not expose more than my 200% margin. So if that's the exposure, I should not. So when it comes to USD Japan yen, we got up now to confirm where we are. Yesterday we bought it on bigger accounts. Those are trading on bigger accounts, and we bought it at 109. We bought it at 109. What was it? 109. It was I think 109.3. 109.3. 109.3. 109.3 should be like that. So currently we are running with over 109.3, and that's why 109.7. That's 40 pips, 42 pips. Currently we are running with a profit of 42 pips on USD Japanian from what we analyzed yesterday. So yeah, this one you can see clearly from this side. Let me put something. Yeah. You can see it, the way it broke this, point, clean kabisa. Yeah. So it broke it today. So it's still the continuation to the upward is still there. So do not be scared. The continuation to the upward is still there because it just broke clean. So the next small support, small behavior resistance will be around this area because the buyers, the sellers will be a little bit, actually these are retail sellers will be a little bit convinced at this point to sell, but clearly there is nothing at this point to worry, because you see like this candle, how it broke without even needing to obey this point. So there is nothing at this point to worry. So that will be an entry for retailers. They will be looking for an entry at that point, but for me, I will not look for, they'll be looking for a sell entry at that point, but for me, I'll better wait till it reaches this level there, 110, 300. So we revise our take profit to around 110, 300. That's 100 pips from yesterday entry. So if you are available, you are still holding the order, you can revise your target to around there, 110.3. That is a clean profit of that is 100 points. No, 100 pips. That is 1,000 points. So yeah, questions now. We have like 20 minutes to conclude till next week. So if you have a question, you can ask. Yes, somebody is talking. Ask. Okay, let's see whether we have another concern on YouTube. Did you use instant execution when placing the different trades? Yeah, there is somebody, Zablot on YouTube is asking, did you use instant execution when placing the different trades? Yes, I used, yes. I used instant execution. So instant execution, I think Zablon means it's trying to, and I try to say my market execution. These are instant execution, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, I use the instant execution for that case. That is a market entry, market entry. So that's what I did. So unless you mean the other instant execution, which is normally one-click trading. Actually, this one is very important, guys. If you need to maybe trade faster, bila kufikiria, you can set maybe your entries at maybe 0.2 or whatever. When you click just here, sell or buy, yeah. But no, I don't like this one so much, one-click trading, because you can click accidentally without your knowledge, and maybe you mess up a good order. So you can always remove it if you don't need it. You can always add it if you want it anyway. So mostly when I'm scalping, I do behavioral trading. It's more of analyzing on behavior of traders. How the traders think at this point, what they think, what they view the market as, something like that. So it is very important. It is very important to understand the behavior of traders, at least for you to make decision in this trading. So, because the behavior of traders, it will guide you to know whether you are up, whether you are down, or whether you are buying or what. This is the same thing that happens with Bitcoin. When there is Elon Musk, for example, tweets, people start buying. That's what we are calling behavior. Like they are responding to a certain certain market wave or market, market news or something. So these are the kind of behavior I'm talking about. So behavioral trading is very important, especially when you are scalping. When you are doing long-term trading, you don't need to use the behavior because here you can either stick on the economical news or else stick on the what do you call it, on the technical part of it. So that's why I normally say in trading we have different types of traders. So let me share ka whiteboard hapa kidogo. The market plays around. Where's my share ka whiteboard hapa? Yeah. So as we say, we have different types of traders. You can be a day trader. You can be a scalper. You can be a swing trader. So depends on what you want. For day trading, you don't hold orders for more than don't hold orders for more than how many hours? More than 24 hours. When you are doing day trading, just don't hold more than 24 hours. In scalping, just between 0 minutes and say 8 hours or so, 8 hours, 4 hours to 8 hours, at least you're doing scalping there. So swing trading, you can hold for more than days. You can hold for days. You can hold for days when you're doing scalping. So you have to know exactly which model are you using before you open that certain order. Then again, we have to know exactly the right time frame to use for all these. So time frame is important when you're doing this. Time frame is important. It's very important for you when you are choosing which kind of trader you are, because the time frame will enable you to know exactly whether you are going to buy or you are going to sell on what time. You understand? So there is no way I can be a scalper and I'm doing a time frame of 1 day, okay? Unless I'm just confirming the direction, like the way we are doing. We are not entering our orders based on the day. We are entering our orders. We only use the day to confirm our trend. Then after that, we enter based on lower time frames. So I'm requesting before you finish the meeting, read hapo kwa position. Kuna stop loss sikuchukua. Kuna stop loss sikuchukua. Minor, you can just check the stop loss. Hiyo unasema sijui ni gani, or you can narrate the order, and then I'll tell you exactly which one. Yeah. Then also stop loss you set as per your equity. Maybe if your equity is not that big, you don't need to set big stop losses. Understand? And also be careful with stop losses, because the more you set stop loss without knowing the key areas, itakuwa to eat all the time. So let's see what is happening in MT4. MT4, yeah. So now here we are. This is which need? Oh, this is USD Japanian. Now here we are. Our order IJA closed above that, so we wait at 5 p.m. We confirm. If it closes below that, line, then we'll have to change our focus on that pair. But so far, sidhani kama it can close below that. Anyway, I don't know. The market will tell us. Okay. So I'm trying to charge. Okay. So our oil is still going up. oil is still going up. Huh? So that's why I said, for this oil, you just be looking for entries to buy. With the news, oil is mostly controlled by the news, by the way. With the kind of news we have, it will easily break this point. It will easily break this point and continue going up. So for oil, we just chill. That one, I'm not going to touch it. What is happening in Audi? Let me see what is happening in Audi, because I even have an order in Audi. So let's see what is happening in Audi. Let's see on daily time frame. Daily time frame, there is something like something looking like a falling wedge. Let me see. This looks like a falling wedge or what? 3 candles. Let's see what we can draw from this. And never force anything. If it doesn't work, leave it. Oh yeah, this looks like a raising wedge. Actually, these are raising wedge. So most likely we have a break. A raising wedge usually results to a break to the downward. A raising wedge usually results to a break to the downward. So I can see something forming like a raising wedge. A raising wedge, I've said, results to a break to the downward. So this can be a break to the downward, because what I can see here is a clean raising wedge. These are raising wedge. So there is a probability of high probability of forming a clear raising wedge. It is still in the formation. If you see clearly, it's still in the formation. It's still in formation. So this candle is very important. So today market is very, very crucial for formation of these things. Today it's a very, very crucial day for this market. So why is dollar is weakening? Dollar is weakening. I need to get dollar index. I need to get dollar index. I need to get dollar index and see what is happening. Let's get dollar index and see what is happening. Let's get dollar index and see what is happening. Dollar index is very important. So I'm gonna share the dollar index. It's very important, guys. Let's get it, see what is happening. Let's get the dollar index and see what is happening. Okay, so here we are. Bitcoin is going up. Okay. Then I'm not there. Let's just not mix up everything. We just get dollar index. Dollar index. Here we are. Want to get the dollar index and see what is happening. It's very important. Dollar index. We see whether dollar is gaining all over, or is just the name. Just want to know whether kama dollar ina gain globally, ama ni just, what do we call it? It's just yen weakening. Is it dollar? Dollar index, XTU, dollar index copy. No. I'm trying to look for dollar index. Wanaitanga aje hapa. Dollar index ni DXY. Yeah, dollar index, here it is. Let's see what is happening in dollar index. DXY, yeah. There we are. Oh, yeah. Here we are. The dollar index is very important. When you see the market is not behaving well, it's always good to confirm the dollar index. Maybe the euro is that the yen is the one which is weakening. We don't know, but now it's always good to confirm the same with dollar index. The dollar index will assist you to confirm why the dollar is weakening, or if it's dollar is weakening, or is the yen which is weakening. But when you look at these. Time frame is 1 hour. When you look at this, for the last 1 hour, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, during all European session, the dollar index has been weakening. look at it clearly, the way it has been weakening all the time during that session. It has been weakening. You see, it has been weakening all that time. All that time up to this point, around that point, around 90. But now when you see here, it is kind of starting to show some retracement to the upward. It's trying to show some retracement to the upward. So if the dollar index is trying to show some retracement to the upward, and apparently USD JPY is weakening, and this one is showing some strength to the upward. Obviously, there is now something because it's creating an inconsistent coefficients in upward. So what will happen mostly, that's mostly actually kind of more of a manipulation, because definitely when the DXY is moving up, the rest should respond immediately because the banks currently in Japan are closed. So we are expecting USD to be the most active pair in this. But actually, it's still thinning down. So it's better to wait for the completion of the candle and see whether it will complete on upward movement or not. So it's good to wait for 5 p.m. to see what will happen. Most of the time, by 5 p.m., you should always know whether you should continue holding this pair or you shouldn't just liquidate it. So this also gives a good chance for entry into buy on USD JPY. So yeah, let's wait and see what will happen in the dollar index in the next 8 or something minutes. If it's closed with a bearish candle, then we may see DXY going down to around this point, down to around, let me see around which point. It might go down to around this point here, this point upper. So this will mean gold going down and everything against USD going down. So we'll have to close our orders with a loss, yeah, because the DXY controls a lot. So let's see the tug of war between the DXY and USD JPY tuone mali tatufikisha. So by 5 we'll have to get a response on that one. So, and you can see as that one increases, also gold, as DXY goes down, also gold responds the same behavior. Let me share a chart over here. Let's share a chart over here and see what is happening. Yeah, you see gold, it's trying to behave the same. It's going up when the DXY goes down and gold is going up. So in our gold orders, we are still running with some losses. So yeah, this point is very important for gold. This point is very important, 9,300. So we wait up to 5, at least we know what will happen. Let's just wait up to 5. This point is very important because it has been rejected so many times. So I don't know what happens next. So guys, if you have a question, you can ask. Let's see what is happening in DXY. Yes, DXY, it's going down. It's going down. DXY, it's going down. Yeah, our worry should be when DXY goes down, closes, with a clear down movement. So we just have to wait and see what happens. We don't control the market. Yeah. So let me see. This point for this is very important. This point, actually not that point, this one. So it is happening here. The low of the day and the low of the week. No, not the low of the day. Come I respond? Yeah. Let's just see what happens. With that one, a break below 90 in DXY will have to reverse our entries completely and take the loss and move on. So we just wait and see what happens at that point. These are 2 critical points. So let's see what happens. Yes. Another question. Let me see there. I got another question. Okay. Do I have question? Gold trying to downplay our movements over here. but just wait. At the same time, I'm watching DXY. Okay, Victor, kindly explain more on when to read the high or low of the day. Can we use them as T levels for take profit? Yeah, actually, high of the day and low of the day, Victor, is very important. You can even use them to determine your entry, your exit, because you see what happens if the market closes lower than yesterday, it creates low of low, which means those points are very important. They are very important key levels for our determination of our entries. So what I'm trying to mean is, for example, when you put daily time chart over here, and we see this is gold, for instance, the low of the day was here, but it has created the high of the day. You see where my stop loss is, it's at the high of the day. So one stop loss is at the high of the day, where you can see the high of the day here. Then because already after it created low of the day, the next day, that was yesterday, it can create another low. So our take profit, we should just put it a little bit low, maybe low of the week or something like that. So the moment it creates low of the day or low of the low, what do you call it? Yani the lower, it shows that there is a continuation of a downward trend. So if I represent it in a picture, this is what I mean. Say, for example, in today, this is yesterday, or this is Monday, this is Tuesday. Okay, don't mind my candles. This is Tuesday, this is Wednesday, for example. Okay, something like that. So you see this market, it's trading on a downward, this is Monday, Tuesday, and this is Wednesday, Wednesday. So today you can always target the profit around at stop loss, around the high of the following day. The high of the following day is here. So it's good to target the up and your stop loss. If you are continuing to sell, then your target, now this today, let's assume this today, your target, your stop loss should be here, the high of the following day. You can use it anyway if you don't want to go the long process of doing a risk reward. You can use that one, and maybe your target can be the weekly now, the weekly low. And if it has not created the weekly low because the market is still moving to the downward, now that's the time you can use your risk reward ratio. So for example, from here, from your entry to the stop loss, to say 70 pips. And because already we don't know how low it goes to form the low of the day, now that's the time you'll use your risk reward. If your risk reward or risk it's 70 pips, your stop loss can also be 1. If you want to do 1:1, you can risk 70 pips. So if this moves again from your entry, moves 70 pips, it will form the low, another lower. If it's from this lower, assuming this lower is 70 pips, then that one you exit and you take it and move on. So that's one way I normally do to determine. So let's see our DXY, because it's already 5. We see our DXY, how it's responding to this current movement. So let's see our DXY. Let's see our DXY. Here it is. Okay, let's see our DXY. Oh yeah, our DXY here, Bado Ija close below the line that we drawn, but it's showing a very strong bearish momentum at 5, still showing bearish momentum. So how is gold reacting in the same? Gold. How is gold reacting? Yeah, gold on I think I had put 15 minutes, if I'm not wrong. Was it 15 minutes or 1 hour? So gold bado iko 250-50, haija decide. So we still need some movements in gold. We still need some movement in gold. So currently DXY is going down. Eh? So this should control us. DXY, let me put back to DXY. DXY. For those who don't understand, DXY is a dollar index. Yeah, you can see it's still going down, but with the kind of this 15 minutes on 1 hour time frame. Sorry, 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame. Yeah, bado inaoneshana tu bearish momentum, but we say that 90.00 it's a very big key level. Once that one is broken, we will not miss to see this other point up and down here, 89, around 89, 700 somewhere there. No, 89, 800. So we keep our watch, we keep our eye on the DXY because we don't know exactly what is happening with the yen. We don't know whether yen is weakening because the current banks in Japan are closed. So let's see, somebody is asking something over here. When do you determine if the New York session will be continuation of the London session? When do I determine if New York session will be continuation of the London session? Actually, in most cases, London session is normally a reversal of New York session. If you see what was happening in London session, gold was going down. And then the New York session, when you make kickstart, gold has gone up. So how we determine if it's a continuation, that's when your trend comes in. Eh? The trend comes in. If the trend is on bearish, then most probably a continuation will be on the bearish part. If the trend is bullish, mostly the continuation is on the bullish part. So that's one way I confirm if it's a continuation. Another thing is a break of the previous psychological resistances. Eh? Those I'm calling the the determining points, not actually resistances or supports, but the determining levels. Like here upper 1893. This is a clear area where behavior of sellers are coming in. If this one is broken, it will mean a continuation, like the way it was yesterday with the GU. So that's one way of determining it. But for now, just watch and leave it and see what happens. Yeah, our card is how is our card? Our card still downplaying the movement. So yeah, you have like up to London session will be closed in 1 hour. I cannot continue more than that. Eh? I'm tired. But we leave now the orders to obey their stop losses and their targets. But the way it is, everything is good. Everything is good. Everything is good. The way I see, I don't see anything to worry the market. Yeah, I'll be monitoring. I'll be really monitoring the DXY at the same time. In case of anything, I'll have to take the losses where necessary. Yeah, not just take losses without knowing where necessary. So, guys, if no questions, I don't know if somebody has a question somewhere else. Yeah, so I think, guys, if there is no question, you can unmute yourself and talk if you have something to say. Yes, a question or anything to say. Okay, seems there is not much to discuss. So I love to end the live trading, but I'll just keep on monitoring the orders. So yeah, it was a pleasure, guys, having you live on this presentation. We'll do another next week. We'll do another next week on Wednesday and Thursday, or whichever. We pray to reach there to kwa wazima. So you all have a good day, and yeah, I got have sina mambo mingi ya kusema, so just to wish you a good day. So I think, oh yes, somebody is asking a question before I go. Oh, thanks, Albert. You are welcome. You are welcome. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I also just wanted to show you guys something, not just manual trading. I'm also doing this EA trading. I can't touch manual anyway. This EA trading, for those who say it's Historia EA, this EA, clearly this is an EA trading. Yeah, you can see if we set, let me check. Yeah, you can see how it has made some good profit. Yeah, from a deposit, this deposit, this is what percentage, I don't know. You can check later. So kuna mtu anauliza stop loss ya GU ni gani? Stop loss ya GU. I don't know kama tumeanalyze stop loss ya GU. I don't know kama tumeanalyze hiyo. So yeah. I think I'm exhausted, guys. So we'll pick up there and discuss. Yeah, discuss later. So I don't think I have anything to add. So trade safe, make some pips, and we'll discuss more. Thank you.